There's a single word that separates a multi-million-dollar retirement from an empty bank account. Your financial advisor is probably hoping you never learn it. He smiles. He asks about your family. He builds a plan on a crisp white sheet of paper that shows a beautiful, comfortable future. You trust him. You hand over your life savings, the product of 40 years of your hard work. But that trust might be catastrophically misplaced. A quiet conflict of interest, perfectly legal, could be siphoning tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars from your account. Year after year. And you will never even see it happen. This isn't a story about a rogue criminal. It's worse. This is a story about the system itself. It all comes down to two different legal standards. They sound boring. They are anything but. The first is called the suitability standard. This is the world most financial advisors and brokers operate in. It means they only have to recommend investments that are suitable for you. It sounds reasonable, but suitable is a galaxy away from best. Imagine you need a car. A brand new sedan with terrible gas mileage and a history of expensive repairs is technically suitable to get you to work. But a reliable, efficient used car for half the price would be the best option for your finances. The suitability standard allows your advisor to sell you the expensive sedan, especially if he gets a massive commission for doing it. Then there is the other standard, the one built on trust, the one you think you're getting. This is the fiduciary standard. A fiduciary is legally and ethically bound to act in your absolute best interest. No exceptions. They must put your financial well-being ahead of their own profits, ahead of their firm's profits, ahead of everything. They have to recommend the reliable, efficient car, even if they make zero commission. One standard protects their bottom line, the other protects yours. You might think you can just ask your advisor which standard they follow. Here is where the dark secret truly lives. Many advisors are dually registered. This gives them a special kind of power. They can be a fiduciary 1 minute, offering you conflict-free advice on a financial plan. Then, with no warning, they can switch hats. They become a broker, operating under that weak suitability standard to sell you a product. You are sitting in the same chair, talking to the same person, but the rules of the game just changed completely. And he has zero obligation to tell you the switch just happened. This isn't a small problem. A 2015 study by the White House Council of Economic Advisors blew the lid off this. It found that this kind of conflicted advice costs American retirement savers an estimated $17 billion a year. Let me say that again. $17 billion. It's a silent tax on the uninformed. It's the difference between retiring at 60 and working until you're 75. Let's make this real. Imagine two mutual funds that do the exact same thing. They track the S&P 500. Fund A is a low-cost index fund with an expense ratio of 0.04%. Fund B is an actively managed fund your broker loves with an expense ratio of 1.5%. That difference sounds tiny. It's just over 1%. It's the commission on Fund B that pays for your advisor's new boat. He sells it to you under the suitability standard. The fund is perfectly suitable. It invests in good companies, but it is not the best. Now, let's watch what that tiny difference does over time. You invest $250,000. With a steady 7% annual return, that extra 1.46% fee doesn't just skim a little off the top. It devastates your portfolio through the power of compounding in reverse. After 25 years, the account with the higher fee is worth over $284,000 less than the low-cost option. Your advisor's suitable recommendation just cost you the price of a house. He bought his boat. You lost a huge piece of your retirement. This happens every single day in offices all across the country. This is the game. They created a system where they can stand on both sides of the transaction. They can be your trusted guide, and they can be the salesperson profiting from your choices. They rely on you not knowing the difference. They rely on you trusting the smile, not reading the fine print. The entire industry fought tooth and nail against a rule from the Department of Labor that would have required all retirement advisors to act as fiduciaries. They spent millions lobbying to kill it, and they won. They fought for their legal right to give you conflicted advice about your retirement money. It's an uncomfortable truth. The person you've placed your faith in might not be playing for your team. They are playing for their own, with your money, and they get to write the rules. Your retirement, your security, your future. It's just a source of commissions for them to collect. They see a lump sum of money, a lifetime of savings, and instead of a sacred trust, they see an opportunity to sell you a variable annuity with obscene fees, or a front-loaded mutual fund that pays them a 5.75% commission the moment you sign the papers. Your account starts thousands of dollars in the hole, but their kid's college is now paid for. So what's that word? The one from the beginning. The single word that changes everything. Fiduciary. It's not a magic word, but it's the closest thing you have to a shield. The resolution is not to give up. The resolution is to get smart. You must seize control of your own financial destiny. Right now. You earned that money. You protect it. Here is how you do it. First, you look your advisor directly in the eye and you ask this exact question. Are you a fiduciary for me at all times? The last three words are critical, not are you a fiduciary, because they can say yes and then switch hats. You need to know if they are a fiduciary at all times. If they hesitate, if they hedge, if they give you a complex answer, you have your answer. A true fiduciary will say yes without blinking. Get their answer in writing. Second, understand how they get paid. Fee only is the gold standard. A fee-only fiduciary charges you directly for their advice, either as a flat fee, an hourly rate, or a percentage of the assets they manage for you. They receive zero commissions for selling you products. This removes the primary source of conflict. Be wary of fee-based. It sounds similar, but it's a trap. Fee-based means they can charge you a fee and collect commissions. Third, use the tools available to you. Every advisor has a public record. Go to the SEC's Investment Advisor Public Disclosure website. You can look up any advisor or firm and see their history, their registrations, and any disciplinary actions. You can see if they are just a broker or a registered investment advisor who has a fiduciary duty. This knowledge changes the entire dynamic. You are no longer a passive client. You are an informed consumer. You can walk into any financial advisor's office, and in 30 seconds, with one question, you can determine if they are legally obligated to help you or if they are just another salesperson. You can protect your family. You can secure your future. You can ensure that your 40 years of hard work actually benefits you. You just learned something that 9 out of 10 investors will never know. Now use it. Share this video with one person you know who is planning for their future, because financial security should never be a secret. Subscribe for more truths the financial industry doesn't want you to hear.